Today I'm going to give you a tour of my new to me 2000 Malibu Sunsetter VLX. Let's go. Okay, so the trailer, it's a 2018 Boatmate, and the boat is a 2000 Malibu Sunsetter VLX. This boat is powered by a 5.7 liter Indmar Monsoon, pulling 325 horsepower. So here in the back of the boat, we have this beautiful teak deck. To be honest with you, this is literally one of my favorite parts of the boat. This is one of the things that bothers me about the boat, but can't really complain much, you know, since the boat is 22 years old. Here in the back we have these spider webs, but compared to what we had before, I'll put a picture so you can understand, this looks a lot better. Now here underneath the boat, like most inboard boats, there we have the prop. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Is that an impeller or a propeller? I have to Google about it, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. For boats, is it a propeller or is it an impeller? Impeller. If you know a little bit about wake boats, you have definitely noticed that we're missing a couple of things back here. But I really think that this boat sits right at the beginning of the change from a ski boat to the wakeboard boats that we see nowadays. So if you know, you know. We don't have the wedge that would go right over here. We do not have the surf tabs that would go right there, and obviously not the surf gate. Okay, so when I say that this is a wake boat project, if you think about it, the boat doesn't have a wedge, it doesn't have the surfing tabs, it doesn't have a speed pass, a wake shaper, or ballast bags. So to help us with the wake surfing, here are the things that we're going to do. So the first thing that I'm getting is the ballast bags and the wake shaper. The third thing would be the speed pass. The fourth thing would be the surf tabs, and the fifth and last thing would be the wedge. All simple things. On this side we have the bilge, the blower and stereo, and up there we have the depth finder. And on the other side we have the shower, the heater, the lights. Actually those are the lights for the interior, and those are the navigation lights. And up there we have I'm not really sure how you call it, but that's where it tells us how many hours we have on the boat. In this case, this boat is a 2000 and it only has 302 hours. You can switch between how many hours per trip or how many hours in total. You know, if you think about it, it's a really nice looking dash for a 2000. You know, the carbon fiber with that orange, it looks awesome. Like, if they were doing such a good job back then already. I'm really happy with the purchase. This is the front of the boat. This is where we usually keep the anchor, and we have two extra little storages over here where I usually keep some extra fenders. You know, fenders are never enough. The other thing I really like about the space is this. It comes with this extra piece, so you can kind of turn into a little bed. Let's say I'm 5'10", and still it's a really nice space. One of the things that we're missing here compared to the newer models is that we don't have speakers or cup holders on the sides here. Our cup holders are actually in the back or on your side if you're sitting this way. So sure if you fit. Yeah. So we only have cup holders here, and we have cup holders there as well. Over there inside, we actually have lights. Let me see if I can turn them on. There we go. I pretty much only have done a detail since I first got the boat, and some, basic maintenance as a oil change and the water impeller. But the next thing we're going to be doing is the sound system, the speakers. And this is one of the places where I'm considering put a little speaker with the RGB light that's going to go right over there. So we do not have any cup holders here, but at least a speaker with a nice light to give it a touch. Then take this off. This usually I like to keep it in the bag so it doesn't fly away, but it's really nice. And can you imagine a boat with 22 years old, although it was replaced 4 years ago, but still it's in really good condition. Here underneath the driver's seat, this is where I usually like to keep our first aid. This seat, the seat doesn't turn, but it actually goes back and forth. Let me show you. That's about it. Under the subfloor, we have a huge compartment where we're going to have our center ballast bag, and that's where we usually carry the water skis and some life jackets. I really like the layout of the interior of this boat, and especially by not having the engine in the center of the boat like most ski boats used to have. Here on the passenger side, we have a little box that I use it as a toolbox. I like to keep things such as the water impeller, some wrenches, and the fuses, most of the fuses that we need for this boat. Okay, so let me show you all the storage underneath the seats. Over there, like I've said before, we have a huge storage where I'm going to be accommodating most of the sound system stuff. More storage underneath this seating over here. And like I said, I've replaced all the gas shocks. So this was all old. I bought some new ones, stainless steel. Here we have 3 cup holders and the lighting over here. And this seat flips the other way. So this one, it's the only seat that it's not removable. All the other ones, you can remove them. This one goes like that. So now I'm gonna tell you something really bad that this little guy did with our boat. When we were washing and cleaning everything, he got one of the seats, and look what he did. Why did you do it? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Por que você fez isso aqui? Por que você fez isso aqui? You don't want to go boating with us? Now going here in the back, we have those 2 seats. This model, like the I think it starts in 2002 models. The seat actually goes on this side as well. I don't have it. So this one, the seat stops right there. When we remove those 2 seats, we'll have access to the shower and the transmission. Let's check it out. So over here we have the transmission. Just take this thing out and you can have a better look in there. Okay, so here, this is where we have the transmission. This goes right back there. Actually, I believe it's the opposite side. Yep. Just like that. And on this side over here, we have access to the shower with the hot water and cold water. Now let's put those two seats back and check out the heart of the beast, which is my favorite part, the engine. That was my main reason, that's the main reason why I was looking for these type of boats, because of their engine. Oh, this is some of the upgrades we have already bought for this boat. This is from Monster Tower. From them we got a rack for our boards. We got one rack with a swivel arm, and we got some ledge lights. This is gonna be installed in front of the boat. I'll show you an example. And we also have this big guy that we're going to be installing on the back of the boat for some night shift wakeboarding. Oh yeah. Okay, so enough with this. In the back, let's start on the right side. As you can see, new shocks. So on this side, we don't have anything. That's the only thing we have here so far is the battery. And that's where we're going to have a ballast bag. Not really sure how big yet. Probably going to be buying it from wake makers. Still gotta figure out how big of a bag that we're gonna be putting here. And here on this side, this is where I keep the glass, the divider for the front, right there. So this glass over here, when we're riding, actually when I'm pulling the boat on the highway, I found it that if I put the glass in there, it helps me keep stuff inside the boat in place. So every time I'm out riding, I'm out driving and pulling the boat, I always have the glass over there to help me block the wind. And that's also where I usually like to keep this little guy over here. And there we go. Let's have a better view. Close it. Nice. Lock it. And same thing on this side. This side I actually have, oh, this is the table that I was talking about. This is where we keep the table. The table, we have a pole that goes right there. Table goes on top. It's a little square table with four cup holders. So here we have a tub. We have some life jackets, one for the dog, and some other stuff. Oh, actually this is also where we have the shower. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, that's the shower right there. And now, definitely my favorite part of the boat, the beast. The heart of the beast. Those engines, if properly maintained, they can last forever. This is a Indmar Monsoon with the 5.7 liter, pulling 325 horsepower on a V8 engine. If you think of a car, you could compare it to one of those GMC or Chevy trucks with the V8 engine. It's literally about the same thing. So to be more specific, it's a big block GM. That's how it looks in the back when it's all open. We have the storage on the right side and the storage on the left side. And those walls are actually removable. You can remove them when we need to do the oil change or change the impeller or anything like that. We have carbon fiber on top of the engine, matching our dashboard, which is also carbon fiber, really cool. Okay, so this is a better view looking from up here. That bothers me so much, man. But you know, if you have a dog, you know. So like I said, one of the thing that I like the most about the boat is the tower. I know some of the guys that likes ski boat and vintage boats, they hate the towers. But if you like wakeboarding, you know, the tower is a plus. So the tower, love the tower. You know, I love that the boat is in good shape, except for what my dog did over there. So this is it. Here's the brochure of the boat. It even has some original stickers that came with the boat. And let's see. And this is our guy right there. Malibu Sunsetter VLX. It's powered by a 5.7 liter Monsoon, Indmar Monsoon, pulling 325 horsepower. That's awesome. So there you go, Malibu Sunsetter VLX. That's really nice. This is one, like if you have a boat that's 22 years old and you still have all the original stuff like that, it's totally a plus if you're selling your boat.